Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Varsity Tutors StarCourse series, where today we're so excited to be rejoined by Catskill Animal Sanctuary to celebrate their 20th anniversary. Founded in 2001, Catskill Sanctuary has been rescuing, rehabilitating, and educating for 20 years. And today, we're going to get to see more of what that looks like with Sanctuary's youth coordinator, Lauren Barberi, and some very special residents of the sanctuary will be meeting along the way, and you may already be seeing. Now, before I hand it off to Lauren to get us started, I want to make sure we're prepared to be as collaborative as possible. So throughout the lesson, she'll have some questions for you, and you'll likely have some questions for her as well. So feel free to use the Ask button in your live learning platform to not just ask, but also answer questions throughout the lesson. And if we don't get to your questions immediately, not to worry, we're going to save about 10 minutes at the end of the lesson for Q&A with Lauren and Andrea, who you may hear behind the scenes a little bit today as well. You'll also want to make sure that you have your cameras handy, because throughout the lesson and at one particular point at the end, you're going to have the opportunity to lean into the screen and pose for a selfie with some of the friends we'll be meeting today. And if you post that selfie on Instagram and you tag us here at Varsity Tutors, as well as Catskill Animal Sanctuary, you'll be entered to win a sanctuary t-shirt as well as a wildlife creature camp subscription. Now, I'll talk a little more about that prize and some of the specifics on how to enter toward the end of the lesson, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and pass things off to your instructor for today, Lauren. Take it away, Lauren.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Haley, and thank all of you for joining us here today. Maybe you were at our first class. Maybe this is your first time. Either way, welcome. I'm super happy you're here. Andrea, are you happy everyone's joining us today?
I am super happy.
Yeah. And Malika, are you happy too? Malika says, I'm hot. I don't know where everyone is watching from today, but feel free to let us know in the chat. We are located in upstate New York. We're about 2 hours north of New York City, in the town of Saugerties. And it's super hot here right now. There is a little bit of a breeze that just kicked up, so that's pretty nice. But it's like 90 something degrees here right now. So all of the animals here, humans, turkeys, and otherwise, we're kind of feeling the heat a little bit here today. So Malika, beautiful girl, and she has a friend with her, another turkey, whose name is Imogen. Imogen is inside right now. You probably can't see her, but she's just chilling inside her house. Malika is panting with her mouth open, and that is a sign that she's like, all right, it's like pretty hot, right? So that's one of the ways that she'll actually use to cool herself down. And another way is actually with some water. So if I get some water, then I kind of put it on her feet. Did that tickle? And I kind of put it on her feet just a little bit. That can help her too. And actually she might just hop in this pond that's right here, this little kiddie pool, and dip her little toes in there, because just like us, getting in some water on a nice hot day is a really good way to cool off. So I hope wherever you are, you're also staying cool, drinking water, and taking care of yourselves. All right. But yes, here we are at Sanctuary once more. So as Kaylee was saying, it is our 20th anniversary this year. So that means for 20 years, we have been rescuing animals from a lot of different places. And honestly, a lot of them are some pretty sad places where the animals come from, right? Because a sanctuary is a place where they can come and be safe. Wherever they were before was not safe. But here they are, and we're going to talk a little bit about what it takes to take care of the animals as well. And I do have, she's doing a little grooming. She's grooming herself a little bit. So when the birds want to groom themselves, like she's doing right now, they use their beak, and they just kind of use it as like a little comb to clean their feathers and rearrange things. And maybe they got an itch under there or something, so they can get in there with their beak and scratch at the itch. And it's called preening. And I also have some snacks. This is just some little dandelion leaves. Maybe I'll wait a second until she's done with that though. So in our 20 years believe it or not, we have actually rescued over 5,000 animals. Andrea, is that a lot of animals?
It seems like it to me.
Seems like it. If we were to try to like count to 5,000, my goodness, we'd be here a long time. So 5,000 animals is a lot of animals. Right now, at this moment, we have about 225 who live with us of a few different species. So we've got the turkeys, and if you joined us last time, you could probably name a few other animals or like types of animals who live here. Or if you remember the names of some of the animals who we saw last time too, definitely put those in the chat. So other than turkeys, what other types of animals live here? Pop some of those in the chat. I'll give you a moment to do that. Over now, ma'am. She's very busy. She's very busy cleaning herself. Ooh, and there's a lot of wind right there. So if there's a little bit of background noise from the wind, our apologies. Despite my best attempts, I have not managed to master controlling the weather yet.
She does
I'm
try.
working on it. I'm working on it. Give me a break, all right? So there's just a little bit of background noise. That's all that is. So what do we think? Andrea, did we have anyone guess what other types of animals live here at the sanctuary?
Let's see. Maybe cows. Seems like some people said cows.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a couple people guess sheep.
Yep, we got some sheep here for sure. We might be seeing them in a little bit.
Oh.
Who's that in the background walking by?
Who guessed goats?
That would be Violet Goat. I don't know if we can see. Can we see
Yep.
the pig that's back over there too?
We sure can, just tiny.
That is either Scott or Regina. I'll be honest, from here, I cannot tell who that is because they're kind of far away and I can only see their backside. But that is either Scott or Regina. So we've got turkeys, right? Turkeys, sheep, cows, goats, pigs. What about some other birds? Did we have anyone guess any other like birds?
We did. Chickens.
Chickens. We've got a lot of chickens. So if you joined us last time, you would have met Ruth and Al, who are two wonderful, gorgeous chickens. Was that it? Was that kind of... Did anyone say something silly? Like, we don't have any giraffes here. We don't have any sharks here. I don't know if anyone said anything really silly like that. But we are a farmed animal sanctuary. So we focus on the type of animals that you might see at a farm, okay? So also if you said dogs and cats, we don't rescue dogs and cats here. There are other people who do that. So we refer people to those places to take care of the dogs and cats. So what did we miss? We got, oh, there's ducks and geese. There's two little rabbits who live here, and there's two little donkeys. And so there we go. I think that's everyone. Excellent. Malika is still preening away over here. You know, sometimes you gotta brush your hair and get it like just right, and then you gotta make yourself look all nice. She's doing the same thing basically.
They're also starting to lose some feathers, Lauren. Why are they losing their feathers?
Right, as you said that, this one just fell off.
Yeah.
So Malika is molting, okay? And I'll give you a second to pop your answers in the chat for what is molting. It's a very soft feather. It's very nice. It's very soft. So what is molting?
I think they figured it out, Lauren, from the feather. They just popped out so timely there. It's when they're losing their feathers.
They lose their feathers, and then what happens after that, right? Because they're not just going to be bald, are they? That would be sad.
It would be sad.
It would be sad. That wouldn't be... We'd look kind of silly if you shed all your feathers and you didn't grow new ones. So yes, then they grow new ones. So that's a totally normal thing that furs do. They do look a little goofy when they're in the middle of it, because they have like patches where they don't have feathers, or patches where the feathers are growing back in, but they're really short still. So yeah, but it is a normal thing that birds do. So that's what it is. Excellent.
What about that black thing on her chest there?
Oh, good observation. Yes. So, well, I mean, now she's got her head down. Can you pick your head up? No. But she's got a little like black. Oh, do I have something on me? You cleaning me up? So they do sometimes give you little pokes or pecks. If she sees something on me that's like dirt, then she's like, you're a mess. Let me clean some of that dirt off of you. So that's what she's doing. She's not like biting me, right? Because if she was biting me, that would be a pretty good sign she wanted me to leave her alone, right?
Just
so
being a good friend.
But she's just like, and it's like, oh, you got something on your face. Let me wave that off for you. Yeah. Thanks for looking out for me. You're very nice.
They're good friends.
Like always tell if your friend's got something in their teeth or something like that, always tell them so they can fix it. Okay? Okay? What's up, baby?
Oh, there's her.
Oh, yeah, so her beard. That's what I was talking about. I'm going off on
we
tangents.
Can see it now, though.
Her beard is that black thing on her chest. So it is feathers, right? It's not hair, even though it's called a beard, because birds don't have hair, right? Birds don't have hair. So it is made of feathers. It's just like only the middle part of the feathers. So none of the little fluffy things on the side. So that's why it's just kind of like a wire type thing that's coming off there.
It's very nice.
And oh my gosh, I didn't even say where Malika came from yet. Because one of the things here at the sanctuary is the animals come to us from a lot of different types of places. And this might sound kind of weird, but I actually have no idea where Malika or Imogen, her friend in there, came from. You want to tell?
Any guesses?
You got to speak up a little bit if you want to tell the people. Or maybe you don't. I don't think she does. I don't think she wants to tell. That's okay. Because Imogen and Malika and a few other turkeys, they showed up at our driveway one day, like in a box. Like people came in that morning to go to work, like you do, to take care of the animals. And there was a box. They opened up the box. Inside. That was super weird. Not that we are not happy you're here. We're very happy that you're here. So yeah, I mean, we don't know where they came from. There wasn't a note. There wasn't anything to tell. But they're here, so we're gonna take care of them, right? No matter what their life was like before, we want to give them a nice, good life here at the sanctuary. They were probably rescued from a farm, because this, like, if you've ever seen a wild turkey before, you know that this is not what a wild turkey looks like, right? Like the colors are all off and everything. If she was out in the woods looking like she does here, and she was all white like this, like any predator would come right along and eat her. And that wouldn't be any good for Malika. No. So she is definitely the type of turkey that would have come from a farm. You're picking at me again. I know, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. I know.
Well, sweet girls, we're at about halfway already. Time flies when you're having fun. So I think we need to hug our friends. Yeah, and then perhaps
it might be
too hot for hugs.
Did you want a hug? So sometimes turkeys really like hugs, but just like us, sometimes they don't want a hug, right?
Especially when it's hot.
Especially when it's hot. It's like, ew, no, I'm all gross. Maybe a half a hug. Would you like half of a hug?
Just a nice little scratch.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet girl.
Oh, no kiss. Okay. Very sweet. She's actually like 6 years old now. So she is an older turkey. And so it takes a lot of work to take care of her. So I got you. You falling over? Come, baby. You're okay, baby. So how about we're gonna take a little walk to go see some more animals. So in the meantime, I want you all to think about what we have to do to take care of the animals here. Like, what do we need to provide for them? What do we need to give them to make sure that they're happy and they're healthy and they're safe? Because that's what we want for all of our animal friends, turkeys or whoever else. So when we are walking, Haley is going to put up a slide about the mission of the sanctuary, which has 3 parts to it. 1, rescue the animals. 2, create change for all animals all over the world. You can't rescue everyone here. And then 3, champion vegan living, which is all about making animal friendly choices. So what do we say, Andrea? Are we going for a walk? No. We're going for a walk. We're going to go find some other animals. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, ma'am. It's been a pleasure. All right. Take it easy. Cool off a bit. All right. Let's go. Oh, no, my foot's asleep. Oh, if I'm limping, my apologies. My foot's asleep. I'm going to bring some snacks with us.
Good idea.
And then let's see.
Always thinking ahead.
I see someone.
Someone very important.
I just got to close this gate. All right, off we go.
Oh. Very special guest.
And another turkey, actually.
And now look at this. The whole trio. Plus some pigeon friends. Oh, and Russell.
And Russell. Oh my gosh, there's Russell.
Hi, Russell.
And way over there, there's a cow over there. His name is Dozer.
Hi,
and
Dozer.
behind him, I don't know if we can see or not, is a little sheep named Izzy.
Speaking of sheep.
Oh, speaking of sheep.
Hi.
Hello, sir. Here, let's stand over here so we can keep the camera. Oh my goodness, did you see that I had snap? Oh my goodness. Oh,
Oh no.
you're so strong.
Lauren's down. Oh no. Fergie.
You don't care. You're just like, I want to eat the leaves. Give me the leaves. Give me the leaves. So this very handsome boy, this is Ferguson. And yeah, you got it. You got it. Little tug of war going on. Good boy. Ferguson is a sheep. And he's a very, very sweet boy. So I will tell you about Ferguson's life in a moment. Oh no, buddy.
Fergie.
Fergie, wait, I have more leaves. Yummy. Yummy. So I'll tell you a bit more about Ferguson in a moment. But in the meantime, what sorts of answers do we have about what we need to give to the animals to help make sure they're gonna live safe lives and happy lives and long lives? What do we got, Andrea?
I saw a lot of responses of food, water, probably because it's so hot today. Everyone's
Yes, very
thinking of
important.
water, fresh water.
He's a good boy.
The doctor.
Oh, yes. So they need medical care. That's a big thing for us here at the sanctuary. Because remember, we rescue the animals. Excuse me, sir, where are you going? We rescue the animals. Andrea, he's following you. Hold on a second. All right, you coming back? All right. He's coming back. We got more leaves. Yummy. He just wants to hang out with Andrea. Andrea, if you want, you can flip the camera to show what Ferguson is up to on the other side. You're just pushing the camera.
He just itched on it. Ferg, this is not your best angle, buddy.
Hello. So, yes, so medical care is a big thing for the animals here because a lot of them are actually going to be rescued from some pretty awful places and some pretty sad places, right? Where maybe they're not being taken care of scoot a little closer again. Oh, pardon me, bud. You know, those leaves you dropped. You're a mess. My goodness. Malika would clean up after you. You're a mess. Hello. This way? That way? So, you know, when we welcome the animals here, a lot of times, when we welcome the animals here, they can be really sick because they've come from places. Andrew, you want to grab more leaves? Those ones hang a little bit lower. Just a moment. We're going to get some more leaves for Ferguson to entice him over. Andrea's retrieving some. But yes, so here, you know what? You want? Well, oh no, here she comes. So yeah, they're gonna need a lot of medical care when they come to us because a lot of times they are really sick when they come to us. And food is another good one. So we said food, very good. Oh, we got another little sneaker in here. We've got Violet. Leaves, we'll take this one. Hi, Violet. We can get Violet on camera real quick if you want. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a goat versus sheep tug of war.
Yeah, we are.
Oh no. Oh, I think Ferguson might win tug of war. Huh? Oh, yes. Oh, I think Ferguson might win, but maybe we want to make sure Violet gets some.
Share with your friends, Ferg. Share with your friends.
That's for you, ma'am. Very good. And this is for Ferguson. So we can share. No, I gave you yours. You have to share. I gave you yours. This is yours. Children, please behave. No, I'm
Make
not,
good choices.
Don't try to hide behind me.
Haley says,
in the middle. You're nonsense.
Lauren, Haley says we have a lot of great questions.
Oh my gosh.
So we
we'll
can
get to your
start
questions very soon.
Q&A.
I love questions.
We can start Q&A a little sooner if you'd like.
Excellent. Yes. Go around the goats. Around the goats, around the sheep. So yes, also Russell is checking out.
I know. You want to see Russell, everyone? Sorry for the quick camera action, but this is a pretty special treat. He doesn't normally, he kind of lives life by his own terms. Anybody know what Russell is?
Is Russell stealing from your
Russell
bag?
might be eating my bag. Nothing in it.
Hi,
He'll be
buddy. So this is
disappointed.
Russell. My goodness,
He's a
there's always
pig.
something here at the sanctuary. So yes, other things the animals need. Did anyone say that they need love?
Oh, that's a good answer.
I bet. Oh, hi, Ferguson. well, that's not love. That was rude.
Where we all live in peace.
So much drama all the time.
They do need love.
Come back. Oh my goodness.
Sheep and goats.
They're just doing their thing. They'll work that out. Hey, Ferguson, you want to come over here with me? Come on. It's a good boy. And here, let's try to go back around this way so we're not in the wind. And let me think. Some of our friends probably said that the animals also need shelter and safe places to live. Yep. So Ferguson here, he actually goes in one of our big barns at night to sleep. Was that it? Was that all the things, Andrea? Sounds like a good number of things.
It was a good amount of the important ones anyways. What else did we forget, Lauren?
No, I think that sounds like everything. Those are fantastic answers. Very, very good stuff. So yeah, thank you for sharing your answers to that with us. And I said I would say how Mr. Ferguson here got to us, which is that he was born here. His mother was rescued from one of those really awful, really scary places where she was being treated really bad. We don't need to get into the details too much, but it was very, very sad. The animals who came from there were very, very sick. Okay, bye. He doesn't like me talking about sad things his mom saw, I guess. But she was pregnant when he was rescued, or she was pregnant when she was rescued. So then he was born here. So actually, Ferguson has only ever lived at the sanctuary, and he's only ever lived in a place where people take good care of him and look out for him and give him lots of love all the time, even when sometimes he walks away and doesn't hang out with us anymore.
And lots of leaves.
I mean, it's got so many leaves. These are willow leaves, by the way. The goats and the sheep love them. Maybe we've got Michael up there.
We
You
do
wanna
have
go say hi to
Michael.
Michael?
Sure.
Sure, we can do some selfie time and ask some questions because my goodness, I bet we have so many good
Yeah,
questions.
Haley said we had a lot of
We
questions.
got a lot of them.
Our amazing animal care.
It takes a lot to work here. The people who work here work super hard. It is a lot of work. So if any of you are thinking you might want to work with animals when you grow up, oh, which way are we going? Where are we going? This way? That way? Over here. Okay. Hello, Michael. Can I interest you in a leaf that Ferguson kind of chewed on? Yeah, this is Michael. Yes. So yeah, I bet a lot of you here are really interested in working with animals when you get older, or maybe some of you are adults and it's like, you know what? I am a grown-up, but maybe I want to work with animals too.
That's like us.
Yes, we're grown-ups, right? Are we grown-ups?
Usually.
So yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to take care of all of these animals, but it's giving them somewhere that they are safe and somewhere that they're loved and somewhere where they can then like share their love with people all over the place, whether people come and visit here at the sanctuary or whether you're catching us virtually like you are right now. It's just a very good place to be. So let's scooch a little bit closer to Michael.
I know, they keep
and then
running
maybe
away.
we'll do a little turkey selfie time, and you know who's coming? The goats might be coming over here.
All the babies.
So we might get some goats as well. We shall see. Hi, Michael. Do you want to say hi to the kids? You want to say hi to everybody? Would you like a snack?
All right, it looks like we've got a pretty perfect opportunity for that selfie with several of our animal friends we got to meet today. And as a quick reminder, everyone, as you get ready for that selfie and you lean into the screen and pose, you'll want to post those selfies on Instagram and tag us here at Varsity Tutors, as well as the Catskill Animal Sanctuary, and you'll have the opportunity to win that t-shirt and a subscription to our Wildlife Creature Camp, a part of our virtual summer camp series where students will have the opportunity to learn more about all sorts of wildlife with their fellow explorers, and they'll also get the chance to complete unplugged and after camp challenges and receive some specialized content from our camp guest stars. Now, Lauren, would you like to tell us a little bit more about who we've got in our selfie with us today?
Yeah, so this is Michael. Michael is another turkey of the same type as Imogen and Malika, but was not part of their rescue. Michael was actually found as like a little tiny little turkey, like little, a couple days old on the side of the road. And that does not seem like a safe place for a turkey to be, does it? Not at all, right? But thankfully, Michael was found by actually someone who used to work here, who saw this poor little turkey and saw like, oh no, this little one needs help. This is a dangerous situation. So he scooped up Michael, brought Michael here to where he used to work. Oh, we're having a good little sit. And now Michael's been here ever since. Now Michael here, this is actually a girl turkey despite the name, because when the turkeys are really young, it's kind of hard to tell who's a boy and who's a girl. So we guessed and we named this turkey Michael, and then Michael turned out to be a girl turkey. So like, whatever. Also, goats are here. Here they are. They're here. Oh, we're getting ready. So we're getting ready for the afternoon feed run. So Annie, if you saw her in the background, is bringing out the big bales of hay to take it out to the further ends of the sanctuary to feed some of the animals. And that means it's a good opportunity for the goats to come over here and try to steal a whole bunch of food. Excellent.
I was wondering what had motivated so many of the goats to flock this way and figured it could only possibly be food. So that's wonderful. Well, it looks like we're going to continue to get to have a little bit of a meet and greet with some of our friends. But in the meantime, Lauren, you ready for a couple of these questions?
Yes, I love questions, and I bet we've got a lot of good ones.
We sure do. We've got lots of really wonderful questions.
I'm just scared. Oh my goodness.
And
Me
apparently
just walked by holding a bucket, and Chester was afraid of the bucket. You poor baby. Poor baby. Everyone's fine.
Oh,
And Arlo. All right, so what do we got?
all right.
Oh my goodness.
So we got lots of really wonderful questions, but one interesting one that I'd like to start with is we had a couple of students who, you know, caught on that you mentioned that there are very specific types of animals that you at the sanctuary are prepared to care for and prepared to support. Do you ever have animals that you aren't able to take in, and how do you coordinate to make sure they're taken care of?
Yes, so actually recently, someone called us about a fawn who had been injured. So fawn is a baby deer, right? And a deer is a wild animal. So here at the sanctuary, we're just not able to take care of wild animals, but there are other people who do. So in that case, we got this little fawn. Oh my gosh, she's the cutest little creature. Hi, this is Bartleby, who's also a cute little creature. Are you behaving today, sir? Sometimes this guy gets a little naughty and he tries to headbutt me, but oh no, look at how good we're being today. Excellent. We still got Michael. So in that case, we reached out to a wildlife rehabilitator, which is some good words. And so wildlife rehabilitator is someone who can take care of wildlife like a deer or like a hawk or a fox or like whatever wild animal needs help. And so we brought the little fawn over to her so she can take care of them. And then once the little fawn is all better again, we're going to bring the fawn right back to where they were found so that mom can you know, be there for them again. So.
Wow. Yeah, sounds like definitely lots of communication and coordination required as well. Now, we got this question last time around, but for those who did not get the chance to join us in lesson 1, we still had lots of interest in knowing, do you have any baby animals that you're caring for?
Well, it's so convenient that Molly just walked up here. Look at this. This is Molly. Molly, don't eat the camera. Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Don't eat the camera.
Your waddles are lovely.
Yeah, the waddles are those little dangly things on her neck.
Hi.
So here at the sanctuary, we don't oftentimes have baby animals because don't get me wrong, baby animals are super cute, but they're a lot of work. And if the animals who live here had tons and tons of babies all the time, well, we would fill up. We would run out of space to be able to rescue more animals. So once the animals are here, they are spayed and neutered or separated. So maybe if you've got like a cat or dog at home, they might be spayed or neutered. And that's just a surgery that makes it so they can't have babies. Hi, Lonnie. But like I mentioned with Ferguson, and actually like with Jacqueline, who's okay, bye Jacqueline. Sometimes they are pregnant when they are rescued. And in that case, the babies are born here and they grow up here. So, where'd she go? Jacqueline, when she just walked by, one of her daughters was actually walking by with her. So, yeah. Or we rescue them as babies, which was the case with Molly and a few of the other younger animals. Molly here she comes. Oh, there goes all the food.
Now we're gonna lose all the goats.
Very exciting times at the sanctuary. Yeah, so they like Molly and some of the other one were rescued when they were only like 3 months old. So they were still very young. And so were you, right? I just said you were a couple days old when you got rescued. Hi, please don't step on the turkey.
Oh, so we got to meet quite a few friends who were here with you, fortunate enough to be here with you from the very beginning. So we also had lots of students who were curious, whether they can visit the sanctuary, and if so, what they should know, what the protocol is, anything that they should be aware of.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I would love to be able, this is Arlo. I would love to be able to welcome all of you to come and visit the sanctuary. So for one thing, remember where we are, which is, which is we are in upstate New York in a town called Saugerties. We're about 2 hours north of New York City. So if you're like in California or something, I'm sorry, we're kind of far away from you. But maybe if you find yourself in New York, you can come and visit. But if you are in the area, we do tours on weekends. Hi, this is Hermione. And so if you go to our website, you see all the information on there about how you can buy tour tickets to come and visit on the weekend and hang out with some of my friends and then get ignored by them because they would rather go try to steal food from the truck, except for Michael. Michael's sticking it out with me, aren't you, sweetheart? Thank you. Would you like to speak?
All right, wonderful. Now, we also had quite a few students, and I know you mentioned this just a moment ago, who were very interested in becoming involved in a career where they get to work with and help and save animals as well. So do you have any thoughts on things that they might need to consider studying, things that they should do if they're interested in pursuing a career with animals?
Yes. Well, first of all, remember, it's a lot of work. All right. And that's not to say that it's bad work. It is sometimes smelly work. They get pretty smelly, Michael. So, you got to know what you're getting into. You got to work hard. A good way to see if it's something you're really interested in is to volunteer places. Like here at the sanctuary, we welcome people to volunteer and work with us to, take care of the animals. Because again, it's a lot of animals. So volunteer help is really awesome. So volunteering is a great way. Learning about the animals and reading about them. Excellent. Hi. Here's Levi. Hi, buddy. Oh boy, this is Levi now. Yes, learning about them, reading about them, asking lots of questions to people who know stuff about animals, just like you've been doing right here, going to classes about animals. And when Levi, seriously, do you mind? Good boy, Levi. Yeah, and like in school, taking classes that are about animals and studying really hard. Like it is a lot of studying and it's a lot of science stuff, but it is really, really fun and rewarding. It's, still hard though. It's still a lot of work, but my goodness, then you get to hang out with cuties like you. You're so precious. Hi, Arlo. Hi. Oh, boys.
That is awesome. And then we also have a pretty similar follow-up question. Students have gotten to see that alongside the two of you, there have been some others in the background, hard at work, making sure the animals have everything that they need. So are there different types of roles that you could work at working in an animal sanctuary?
Absolutely. So Andrea and I are both educators. So we do virtual programs like this. Hi, Arlo. We do the tours of the sanctuary. So we come at it from a background where we've worked in like education before and have Chester's here now.
Now they're all here.
I got a whole pile of goats here with me now. Yay. But yeah, and then there's some people who do the actual like direct animal care, feeding them, taking care of them, cleaning up after them, including some who focus more on the healthcare and medical side of things. So basically, vets. So again, it's a lot of work. So you got to study real, real hard. Okay. But even like I know people who write songs about animals like this. So people can like learn about them or make art with goats. Please don't eat my hat. And do that kind of work. So if you're an artist, you can do art about the animals and then you can share that so people can see your art with the animals. Hey, buddy. So
absolutely. So it sounds like regardless of whether you would consider yourself more interested in the arts and creativity or the sciences, there is certainly a role working with and for animals for you. Oh,
absolutely.
Now we also had lots of students who were asking plenty of questions around some of the animals that we didn't see. I know we got to see plenty of them today, but asking about, animals like rabbits, which I think I might know the inside scoop on some bunnies or rabbits that you guys have around. Could you talk maybe about a couple of other favorite animals of yours that maybe we didn't get the chance to meet today?
Oh my gosh. Well, hi. Remember, there are like over 200 animals who live here right now. Never mind the ones who have been here with us over the past 20 years, right? Which, like I said, is over 5,000 animals. So, ow, don't step on my leg. Levi here, he used to sit on my lap when he was smaller, but he doesn't exactly fit anymore. And also, he just saw, oh, Ferguson's got some leaves, and now the goats are chasing him. Oh no. You gotta be nice. Oh my goodness. Who do I even start with? We've got, so Tucker. Okay, Tucker is a big giant cow. He's like, so I'm like a normal sized human, right? If I stand up, Tucker is actually bigger than I am, like taller than I am, and he weighs something like almost 3,000 pounds. Hi again, Levi. Hi. See, Levi wants to sit on my lap, but he's a little bit too big for that now. And Tucker, he's been here since he was a baby, actually, too. He came from a petting zoo, actually. So some of the animals come here from petting zoos. Oh, you got an itch? Look at that. Very efficient. I'll help you with it, though. I'm right here. Very good. Some of the, like these ones, like Levi here, came from a farm that closed down. So that's a pretty common way the animals come here. Some of the weirdest stories are ones like a chicken who someone went to go check their mail one day. You know, you go to the mail, you open up the mailbox, and there was a chicken inside. That's super weird. It's all kinds.
Not recommended. Mailing chickens.
No. Yeah, there's a lot.
We also, if you're ready for another question, we also had lots of students. So you've given us some really wonderful advice on how students can pursue a career working with animals. So students are wondering, what got you guys interested in working with animals? How did you know that this is what you wanted to do?
Oh my gosh. Well, my background is actually more in science education relating to the oceans and marine biology and stuff like that. But one day I came and visited this very sanctuary and I totally fell in love with the place. And then they had a job opening to do the education programs with the animals and all. And I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds awesome. Sounds like so much fun. And it is a lot of fun, even though sometimes they're a little bit annoying and they try to eat the camera, Chester. But yeah, so I came to it kind of from studying different types of sciences. And then I had been working at parks, state parks and stuff. And here I am. And Andrea, what about you real quick?
I was a Spanish teacher. So kind of the same thing. Spend some time with amazing animals like this as a volunteer, just like a lot of you students said you'd be interested in doing. And just really fell in love with them. I've always loved all kinds of animals my whole life. And so decided, when they were hiring here to this was where I'd love to be. So combining kind of education plus love of animals was the right choice.
That is wonderful. And yeah, maybe even if there aren't so many, marine animals close by and we're not as actively looking at other languages, I'm sure a lot that connects to things that you guys have learned and experienced in the past and how you use that to best help the animals here. Now, it is about that time. So do you have any other final thoughts that you'd like to leave with students, whether they're looking to pursue a career with animals or just looking to learn a little bit more?
Yeah, well, I will say, Chester just burped in my face. So that's one thing if you work with animals you can look forward to is them burping right in your face and it being very smelly. But maybe that's not the best closing thought. So yeah, I know it's a lot. The thing is, my friends, there are so many animals like Levi or Michael or Ferguson and some of the other ones we've seen today who need help out there. And you can help keep an eye out, right? Remember little Michael, the turkey, was found on the side of the road and someone saw this turkey. It was like, oh, well, this is not a good place for this turkey to be, and they wanted to help. So especially if you have a grown-up with you, you can, if you see animals in your day-to-day life that need help, you and a grown-up can help them and contact people like us or wildlife places to help an animal who you see that is in trouble. And then, you know, if we didn't really get into this kind of stuff too much, maybe it's something you might want to look into on your own, is we had mentioned, okay, bye. We had mentioned that we have, that we champion vegan living as part of our mission, which is a way to help animals by like not eating them and not using things that come from them. So that could be something to look into as well, like drinking soy milk instead of milk from a cow, or eating tofu instead of chickens, or all that. There's so much stuff. So that's definitely something, you know, our time together is short, but you can do so much research and things on your own and learn a lot. There's a lot to learn out there.
Awesome. Well, that is certainly true. And we got to have a lovely 45 minutes worth of that learning with both of you and with all of the animal friends we had the opportunity to meet today. So thank you so much to the both of you, to all of our animal friends, and to all of our students who joined us today and asked such wonderful questions and responded in the chat. We hope to see you all back in another StarCourse sometime very soon. And in the meantime, I hope you had the opportunity to snap a selfie with at least one of the many animal guests we had today. Don't forget to post those selfies on Instagram and tag us here at Varsity Tutors and the Catskill Sanctuary for the opportunity to win. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Say bye, Arlo. Bye. Good boy. Good boy. Am I supposed to?